Hello, I am Mercer Gaming, and in today's 10 out of 10 video, I will be telling you why my job as a civil protection and YouTube superstar is much harder than your 9 to 5. I mean, do you wake up with a constant fear of being shot by rebels? Hey, Russia. I mean, I can tell you all of the reasons why my life is a constant hellscape, but I thought I would show you in one easy to follow video with even a number tier system of everything we have to go through in a day of being a civil protection worker, from constantly resupplying to the frontline battlefields of your brothers. Oh, and by the way, talking of fighting wars with your brothers, you should join in my Discord. Anyway, on to number one. As stated in my intro to this video, we are under constant and relentless attack from the rebel forces within the surrounding city regions, being controlled by certain rebel factions which have the utmost and biggest armed force on the planet, apparently, better than even the Combine. This has led us to take up the same approach as Russia have taken with Ukraine. We are doing well, but we are getting our backs kicked into the wall. And I'm sure you don't have to worry about that at Tesco's with a K. So as you can see, we are dealing with a host of rat-infested rebel scum with axes to sniper rifles. They are honestly hordes, and they are taking out your local civil protection teams. So, please support your civil protection teams at all times, and be respectful. I mean, even as an elite civil protection agent such as myself, I still find it hard to combat the growing rebel threat, and with such improvements to their defensive strategy, such as bulletproof glass, which can only be fired through by 7.26 caliber weaponry, they basically have the advantage of never having to leave the home again. Basically, it's COVID-19, but we're the COVID virus and they're the vaccine. God knows where I was going with that analogy. But they just have the advantage, and they wipe out your entire civil protection teams and get to vibe at the same time. This also has led to the strange strategies of one of the rebels going out with a loaded assault rifle, literally managing to wipe out an entire civil protection team, and then proceeds to wipe out the entire responding backup unit, which has led to the immediate use of judgment waiver to deal with the threat. As you can probably tell, they just come back after the judgment waiver, so civil protection works as a fly on the wall, basically. It's annoying at times, but you can deal with it pretty quickly if you have an effective strategy. Number two. So, if you can't tell already, the civil protection main objective is to protect the civilian populace, but they are incredibly aggressive, aggravating, and overall bad attitude towards the civil protection teams has led to many different problems within the civil protection teams, one of which has been a depression spike within our protection team. This has made everything a lot more difficult, in all honesty, because, well, you know, civil protection, we'd like to protect in that, and we aren't getting the respect we deserve. So what's happened is a spike in depression, which has led to a spike within civil protection using their more aggressive ways of dealing with stuff. Personally, if civilians were a bit nicer and a lot more approachable, this would be dealt with much quicker. And as you are our customer base, that would be greatly appreciated if you're listening to us civilians. Also, rebels, if you could be a nicer as well. By the way, let me show you some examples.
Out of here, bruh. Now let's go.
Why are you just walking in? Face the wall.
Oh.
Oh, don't die.
What up?
There's one in the sewers, I think. Someone's shooting in the sewers.
Let's refrain from camping the fort.
Stabilization team. Failure to treat.
Well, that doesn't matter. I still need.
You won't.
It's a family heirloom. I believe I have a right. I
Have no rights. Ian? How are you today?
You give me a funny feeling.
Good. You seem to be
The
acting
door
a
up here
bit...
is unlocked, okay?
You seem to be acting suspiciously.
Just so you know.
Sorry.
Just have to, you know, find out what's going on.
Sorry, Julia. Get inside! Get inside!
Calm down, man. Calm down.
Get inside!
Fucking getting up.
Talk to back.
You're a big jumpy.
Talk to back. have been a
I
threat.
didn't talk back. I stated what I was doing.
Sir, face the wall. Sir, freeze. Freeze. I will execute. Well, that was some good examples of civilians being completely incapable of compassion and caring for their fellow civil protection teams. I mean, the sheer lack of care and respect from the civil populace, towards a local protection team. This is honestly disgusting, and we should deal with it in the most proper manner possible. Remember, it's up to you guys to fix this problem of civil protection being attacked by rampant savages in our local communities. Honestly, the disdain and disgust they have for your local civil protection teams is beyond comprehension. So such as the civil protection has asked you and your community to root out, destroy and cooperate for a safer and securer democracy. Number 3. The Civil Protection Command Structure. Now, you might be asking yourself, what do you mean, Mercer? How can the Civil Protection Union be so badly looked after and commanded? Well, let me tell you, not only does it have a constant problem of lack of command with their head screwed on straight, but also it deals with a severe narcissistic and honestly unloving attitude towards their local teams, who they are meant to support and command with dignity and respect. Don't believe me? Well, guess what? Don't take my word for it. Unlike them at the top with their narrow mind COs and their complete lack of discipline with strategy and anything else, I will actually show you a step-by-step incident and what led up to a power-hungry guy trying to regain control of a situation. Hello and welcome to Analysing with Mercer, where we are going to analyse a step-by-step clip of civil disobedience which led to me being yelled at by someone who thought they had power. Right, let's start with step 1. To analyse this situation, there had been a report of civilians with weapons within a local constabulary, which you are now seeing. As you can tell, I was kind of confused of where it was, so it did take me a few seconds to figure out what was going on after realising it was the medical centre, which I was right next to. Yes, I know I'm an idiot. I'm not noticing. It was a bit of a Joe Biden moment, in all honesty. But after noticing, I proceeded to enter the constabulary under high tension due to the reports of weapons and rebel activity. After entering the constabulary, one of the civilians, who I assumed was with the rebel rebellion, proceeded to make a snarky comment about my mother. Due to the reports of the weapons being in the shop and being surrounded by civilians on walls either side of me, and also outnumbered due to my backup not entering with me, I amputated the civilian who made the comment in an attempt to prevent any further disillusion and disobedience. To everyone's surprise, showing that level of strength made the situation a lot easier to deal with and get the job done. We did not find any weapons within the shop, but at the time I did not know this and did not want to take the risk of my own safety and the civil protection teams that were entering the building from the back after reviewing the footage, and the ones who came in a couple seconds, like 20 seconds after me. Just a quick side note here, civil protection in real life, meaning Half-Life 2, would have done a lot worse. I was just better at roleplay than them in this situation. Anyway, let's move on to the clip of me being yelled at. Alright guys, just a quick side note here. I'm gonna let the situation play out without my commentary, but I will be here and there doing some tweaks to make the situation quicker for you guys. Don't worry, I'll leave in the juicy bits. Hey, what's up? Wow, 16 people. Yeah, I know the 16 people. I know who some of the 16 people are. Don't even dare speak. Sorry? You know people having a go at you, like, it loses all, like, you know, like, weight to it when they're not sulking it. Because you know they have to type it all out, and it just kind of loses the impact. I had a report on you that does not look good for your I2 rank. What report was that? Was that the one from the shop over there? Oh no, there was a couple of seconds before that where basically I walked past and as I was about to go in there, I basically said, you know, stop making the remarks, you will be executed. And then he kept making the remarks plus with everyone else.
Which is what happened.
Right now, you two on that wall next to the showers. Anyone who I don't give a fuck about anything right now.
Ooh, you're hard showing off.
You can't go around just killing people just to show a message. If you want to roleplay it, you need to ask the person's permission. Otherwise, you will be facing an RDM charge. And the person who you just fucking killed was also an off-duty officer. he's one of my favourite. This isn't favoritism.
Can I have a bipartisan?
Retard alert, class!
What do you mean? Why?
Well, you've just admitted that he's one of your favourites, so technically you're not bipartisan in this situation.
Pretend I'm thick and explain to me what that means. The bipartisan part. What does that mean? I've never heard of this.
Get someone who is not who's not involved in the situation, someone who's bipartisan to the situation. Hey guys, Mercer here. We're coming up to the end of the video, so I just wanted to do a quick in conclusion thing for you guys. So as you can tell, civil protection has it the hardest. Not only do we have to deal with disobedient civilians and rebels, but we also have to deal with mind-numbingly stupid chain of command. As you can tell, they've never had a day's schooling in their lives, and they've probably never touched grass. I hope this has shown you the real struggles of playing on Landis as a CP. Other than that, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys will subscribe, like, and comment your thoughts on this video. Don't forget to also join in my Discord for further discussions. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Gaming.